It's day 23 of the war and a dramatic escalation has taken place in the conflict. This after a series of Iranian missile strikes, in fact targeted southern Israel, raising urgent questions about the effectiveness of Israel's air defense system. But let's tell you about these attacks first. This is tit-for-tat revenge strikes taking place after Israel struck Natanz. Now, Iran is also hitting out. Iran has targeted Dimona, which is known as the secret nuclear city in Israel, also known as Little India. We'll tell you more about it. But first up, my colleague Mayank is with us. Mayank has reached Dimona and he's tracking what is happening on the ground. Mayank, you're on the ground. It's over to you. Tell us what you're seeing around you.
It's a site of devastation. I can start with that only. Not only that, you know, the tremors and the kind of explosion, it has peeled off. It has destroyed all the walls, windows and everything. And you can see the complete site. It's a whole array of building. It's a long building which has happened, and trees you can see. As if something has befallen on them, something. And on my left side, you can see the whole entire ceiling collapsed. It's a beam actually which has collapsed. So this can make you, the viewers, understand the impact, the kind of explosion which has happened or taken place at this place. Interestingly, there's a smell of that entire chemical which is all around, and there's a smell of burning also. On one side, we went to a house, spoke to the people here. They were shocked, and they were talking about the tale that it has been happening since some time, and now look at this. People are coming back to scurry around so as to check whether the things are safe or not. That's a very sad sight. Look at the lady here. She's trying to look into things, and the family which we spoke to just now, with whom they were really shocked. The father was here, who's an old person, and this is her house. This is her house. And look at the things, how the way the things have burned. It's metal. If metals have mangled this much, one can understand the impact of the explosion here. And we'll gradually take you to the crater also. There's a crater which has been created apart from this. And it's a whole area. It's a whole area which is site of major devastation. And as you brought out, that is very important point, is that it's a very sensitive zone. Having been near to the research facility which is of Israel, of the nuclear. Now look at this crater. Look at this. Look at this crater. And this is the depth, maybe around 4 feet deep the crater would be. This is the center of the devastation. And you can see the metal is here. And some debris was also removed from this place. It is a story of devastation, complete big story of devastation. And after Beit Shemesh, what we brought out from ground, this is one of the bigger sites now, which is telling a story of how the explosives can create major destruction, devastation. And while we were talking to the family, the emotions were on the face. They are shocked. They are trying to get composed. The families have got together. Like in the previous case wherein we met, they had roots to India, and brother, sister, everyone has run around. They have come close to the parents who are old here, and they were trying to calm him down. And in between only we heard the emergency siren, so we had to rush. We have just come out of the bunker from here, which is close by. And while in bunker, we spoke to the people there, and one of them told that he was in the region only when this devastation took place yesterday. So people are really shocked. It is a story of devastation. Administration is all around. One important thing we need to point out, and as Times Now has been pointing out, is people have to rush to the place of safety. Only those people who are running to the bunkers are remaining safe. So even if destruction, the sites or the destruction is taking place as of material is concerned, let it happen as what the administration is saying. People should be rushing to the places of safety, and it is working. People have been safe. All those people have been safe who have rushed to the bunkers. So you can see. Now this burning thing is actually unusual, and the site is, and that smell, it's overwhelming. It's coming on your head, and it's chemical. Whether it's chemical of TNT or it's chemical of explosive, or the things which have got burnt here. That smell is it is overwhelming. It is overwhelming. So the site is really telling a different story, because it could be escalation, mark of an escalation, because as Times Now has been bringing out, initially only those places which were military, or the places which were being used by the military people for defensive purposes or planning and command and control centers, they were being struck. And then came the ballistic missile, which has expanded the envelope of vulnerability to the larger areas. And now this is the bigger escalation which is taking place, site which is nearer to a nuclear facility, nuclear research facility. And Iran is also saying that they have come clear on this. They were conspicuous in saying that this has happened because its nuclear facility was struck. The nuclear facility of Iran was struck. So imagine the kind of tit for tat which has come into being. It has to be seen how the decision makers, every side, which is the US or Israel or Iran, are going to take the things now. But in the morning today, IDF has began with operations which is taking place in Iran, saying that they'll continue such strikes till the time they could not remove all the kind of decision makers or leaders in Iran is concerned. So it is continuing. It is every moment we can see one thing or the other thing happening, and this is a marked escalation, as we had been talking about.
Yes. And where you're reporting from is giving us a sense of the scale of devastation. Mayank, I would once again like to request you to show us around. And if you can also talk to us about how, the significance of this particular area that you are in. Have authorities told you about the number of injuries? Is Israel also talking about casualties? Because what we are seeing right now, these are apocalyptic scenes.
Kya hua?
All right, we'll try connecting with Mayank. He's reporting live from Dimona. We'll also play out some reports that he's filed. Mayank is reporting live from the site of devastation. This is one of the biggest attacks that Iran has launched on Israel. What we are seeing is tit-for-tat revenge strikes after there was a strike on Iran's nuclear site, which was in Natanz. Right now, the Dimona, very close to the place from where Mayank was reporting from, is a nuclear facility of Israel. But these are reports filed by my colleague. Let's take a look.
So amidst this sound which is all around of the alarms which is coming out from the car, we have a family here which has lost its house in this devastation. And they are going to tell us the kind of shock they are going through and the pain. The person right behind me has its roots in India. That is also important. So we have a message coming for Indians from him. Sir, what happened? What have you seen here, sir?
אנחנו שמענו אזעקה ואז...
We heard the alarm and then...
ואז נכנסנו למקלט.
And then we got into the shelter.
אחרי חצי דקה...
After half a minute, there was an explosion.
הכל התפרק.
And
חצי דקה, לא יותר.
Everything got apart.
And he's in shock.
He is very much in shock, yes.
כן, אשתי ואני היינו בהלם, אבל אני מרגיל לזה, אני הייתי במלחמות, אני מכיר את הפיצוצים.
My mom was shocked and devastated, but he was going through Israeli wars in the past, so he has experience with bombing and the explosions. It's not new for him.
אבל אשתי שאף פעם לא חוותה...
But his wife, my mother...
So amidst this sound which is all around, of the alarms which is coming out from the car, we have a family.
Mayank, we've also been playing out the reports that you've been sending us, the people you've been speaking to. Have authorities told you anything about the number of injuries? Because we don't have any official confirmation on the casualties, but from where you're reporting, it gives us a sense that there's absolute devastation. What are you seeing around you? If you can once again tell us about the strategic importance of the location.
Yeah, we tried to speak to the administrative people from administration here, and they were not giving any numbers to us, but the number of people injured, as told by the other people around, is quite large actually. And deaths, as of now, no deaths have been declared from this place. When you said it is location, it is really significant, because even if we say it's not the exact location of nuclear research facility, then also it is near to that, and as a marked it's a symbolic significance of symbolic significance, because Iran has said that it was tit for tat. So does it really mean that everything and every target is in such a way marked and measured that escalation has to come up now? Because it is a clear message of escalation that a nuclear site or nuclear facility, once it is struck, and luckily, I have to repeat this sentence, luckily the radioactive things, there's no marked increase in that, the devastation as of now has not struck the exact location of nuclear facilities. So that is one of the positive things. And in a way, we have to see that radiations have not increased to the level of dangers. Sir. Right. Oh,
All
so
right.
Administration, they were trying to say something from that side.
All right.
So I'm saying that radiations have not increased. That is the only good positive thing about it. But the rest of the things are really dangerous here. And the kind of devastation, as I had been repeating it every time. Because see, the smell of chemicals are overwhelming. They are coming into you and then you are feeling that something really bad has happened to this place. And that could be smell of the TNT. And if you see right behind me is a mangled house. And the house next to it has a major burning mark. And a bad smell is coming from that side also. And while we showed you the crater, which is almost 4 feet deep, it can show you it tells the story of impact which has created this devastation. So, and as soon as, let me tell you again, while we came here and started shooting things, we were talking to people around, immediately an emergency alarm rang and we could hear large 3-4 bangs in the air, which was sound, and which means projectiles have further been approaching this area. And they have been destroyed in the air. And let us again bring back this strategic aspect. Now Natanz has been said that Iran is saying that Natanz has been hit, so this place has been hit. Yesterday the ballistic missile came into this military operations, and before that we were only homing into the places which were of military use. So what you see is actually marked escalations. And Strait of Hormuz, which was being used by Iran as a strategic tool, it's already mangled into so many ways, or intricacies have got developed there. So what you see is actually situation is getting complicated every time and with every passing day. So let us hope that it turns out into a logical conclusion. Otherwise, people will be the biggest loser in every way, and operations will be leading to lots of devastation of material, psychology and society.
Yes. Civilians are the biggest casualty of war. And what we are seeing around Mayank are those scenes of absolute destruction. The area that he's reporting from, we've seen how there's been impact on buildings. So possibly civilian areas are now under target. People are suffering. I'll come back to you once again, Mayank, but before that, let me play out another report that you filed from inside the bunker. And you're telling us that even now, as you report from the ground, there is still a fear of strikes continuing. Do stay with us as we bring you this other report filed by Mayank from epicenter, Dimona.
So we are at the place of exact hit where it was, and we were just talking to the family. Emergency alarms have rung, and people are now going to rush to the places which are safe. And even the administration is also asking us to move to the places which are safer in this case. So we'll be taking you to the bunkers, which is nearby only, and it's right at the time while administration was trying to clear the debris. And as we had shown you, the buzzing sounds which you can see here in the background is of the alarms which have been triggered because of the devastation of the impact and devastation of the projectile which fell here. Look at the people, they are rushing now again back to the safer areas. And you just watch, if you could watch, all the cars which are standing here has their windscreens broken. All of them primarily. So now the people are rushing towards a bunker which is in the area here. And we'll be taking you gradually inside. People who are rushing to the safety places, they are being saved. So that is one exercise which is important, and this standard operating procedure needs to be followed by everyone. Now we'll take you inside to the bunker wherein the people in Dimona society, wherein the devastation has taken place, are rushing to. Because there was an emergency alarm which was rung, giving us a signal that we should be leaving for a place of safety. We are taking you inside. We had been bringing you all kinds of reports from the places. Administration has been repeating that if people rush to places of safety, they'll be safe. And that's what exactly is happening.
As we bring you live reports from Dimona, which has been struck by Iran in its revenge strike after Natanz was attacked, let's also tell you about why Dimona is called Little India. My colleague Akanksha is with us. Akanksha, why is, as we've been discussing, what is the significance? What is the link? Why is it called Little India?
Well, absolutely. You see, Dimona is a small town in Israel, but it has an Indian soul. It is called as Little India because as many as 7,500 people belonging to Indian Jewish community, they live here. They make 30% of the population there as far as Dimona is concerned. There are people who speak fluent Marathi, fluent Hindi, as well as far as this particular town there is concerned. There are several shops that sell chaat, bhel puri, etc. as well. And as per the data on the website of the embassy there in Tel Aviv, they have mentioned that the migration started somewhere around 1950s to 1960, and a lot of people from Maharashtra, from Kerala, Calcutta, they traveled to these places. And in the recent time as well, people from Mizoram and Manipur, they have also traveled, migrated to this town of Dimona. So it is a town there, but it has the Indian soul, and this is all the more concerning because this has now come under target. So it remains to be seen whether there is any Indian in that particular town that has also received injuries as far as this attack by Iran is concerned.
उन्होंने बताया कि वो यहीं थे रात में जब ये इमरजेंसी अलार्म के बाद डिस्ट्रक्शन हुआ है, लेकिन शॉक है लोगों में और अजब सा माहौल है। ये आप समझ सकते हैं, दुख का माहौल है। अब इस जगह की एक सामरिक महत्व है, चाहे आप उसको मिलिटरीली मान लें या सिंबॉलिकली किसी भी तरह से मान लें आप उसको। ये डिमोला इलाका जो है रिसर्च फैसिलिटी है न्यूक्लियर की, इजराइल की, और ईरान ने साफ तौर पर यह कहा कि उसने इस इलाके को इसलिए मारा या प्रोजेक्टाइल से अपनी मिसाइल दागी क्योंकि उसके नतांज इलाके में न्यूक्लियर फैसिलिटी को मारा गया था। तो आप ये मान लें कि ये मार्क्ड एस्केलेशन है। अभी तक जो निशाने बनाए जा रहे थे उन चीजों से स्ट्रैटेजिक चीजों को लेकर के है ये, और ये उस चीज को दर्शाता है कि किस तरह से ग्रेजुएशन हो रहा है टारगेट्स का। शुरुआत जो हुई थी वो सिर्फ मिलिट्री इलाकों से हुई थी और माना यह गया था कि जो भी फैसिलिटीज है, एनर्जी फैसिलिटीज है, उनको नहीं टारगेट किया जाएगा। वो भी जद में आ गए फिर डिस्ट्रक्शन की। उसके बाद आपने 2 दिन पहले बैलिस्टिक मिसाइल की खबर सुनी कि किस तरह से ईरान ने वो बैलिस्टिक मिसाइल इंट्रोड्यूस कर दिया है जिसकी रेंज लगभग 4,000 किलोमीटर की दूरी पर है। और अब आप ये देख रहे हैं कि न्यूक्लियर फैसिलिटीज चाहे वो ईरान की हो चाहे वो इजराइल की हो, वो भी उन जदों में आ गई हैं जहां की डिस्ट्रक्शन होगा या जिनको की निशाना बनाया जाएगा। ये बड़ा खतरा है और इन सब पूरे खतरों का या डिवास्टेशन
All right, so Mayank has been reporting live, has been getting us the scenes of devastation in Dimona. Civilian areas have come under target and Israel has also confirmed the same. We'll tell you about the numbers that Israel has now put out, but before that, take a look at another report filed by Mayank.
We are right now in Dimona and inside a bunker because more missile trajectories are approaching this area, and so emergency alarms was sounded and we had to rush in. So you can see all around you people who have gathered here to come to a place of safety, and a person is trying to lock the gate because more devastation or more blasts are heard from outside. We also have certain people with whom we'll be talking and hearing to, and there are some Indians also with us. Interestingly, every person is from a different region, which is from Kerala, Tamil Nadu, West Bengal, and from UP. What did you see, sir? आपने ऐसा क्या देखा या क्या सुना? आप बता रहे थे आप यहीं पे थे जब ऐसा ब्लास्ट हुआ तो?
हम यहीं पे थे, यहीं पे हम लोग डस्टर बम प्रूफ जो शेल्टर है उसमें ही हम लोग थे।
अच्छा।
हम लोग देखे लेकिन हम लोगों को कोई ऐसा टेंशन नहीं है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है।
आपका?
कृष्ण मोहन विश्वकर्मा।
कृष्ण मोहन कहाँ से हैं आप?
हम यूपी में
देवरिया से हैं। और अभी फिर क्यों आ गए यहाँ पे?
अभी आए हैं, हम इमरजेंसी अलर्ट है मोबाइल में, इसकी वजह से हम लोग आए हैं। मिनट पहले इमरजेंसी अलर्ट यहाँ पे आता है, इसके वजह से हम लोग आते हैं। हम लोग बिल्कुल सेफ हैं, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है हम लोगों को।
और जो बाहर काफी बड़ा डिस्ट्रक्शन है, हम अभी देख के आए उस इलाके में।
जी, बाहर जो बम मिसाइल के वाइब्रेट हुआ है उसके वजह से विंडोज और डोर पे ज़्यादा डिफेक्ट आया है। इसके लिए बिल्कुल फिर भी हम लोग यहाँ पे सेफ हैं, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं।
गाड़ियां हमने देखी, सबके शीशे टूटे हुए, एक तरफ से आवाज़ें आ रही हैं और उनके अलार्म बज रहे हैं और जली हुई चीज़ें हमने वो देखी वहाँ पे।
हाँ, तो वहाँ पे मिसाइल जब डीएक्टिवेट हुआ वहाँ पे तो ऐसा इफेक्ट हुआ है।
He's saying, Krishnamurti is saying that he's still safe whatever is happening, but then there is a marked devastation outside. And while describing, he was saying that he was in the area only yesterday while the devastation or the blast took place right above us, which is hardly 10-20 meters away from this place of safety, which is the bunker here.
All right, so Israel has now confirmed that 175 Israelis have been wounded in the Iranian missile strikes on southern Israel last night. This is as per the Soroka hospital. Numbers are now being put out. Israel is saying that from the impact in Arad, 115 people were injured, including 9 in serious condition, with 31 hospitalized. Among them, 18 are children. Now, from the strike in Dimona, 60 were injured, including a 12-year-old who's in a critical condition, who underwent surgery, and a man in his 20s moderately injured. Iran's missile attacks are once again targeting civilian areas, including children, across Israel. So right now, Israel is saying that the strikes in southern Israel, in the cities of Arad and in Dimona, civilians have been targeted, children have been targeted, and they are saying for now 175 Israelis have been wounded. With that, it's time for us to slip into a short commercial break. Stay with Times Now. We'll be back with live coverage straight from the epicenter in Israel's Dimona.